last year. Oh, I'm sorry.
He made it in after get shot rule, so.
The shot rule still applies, you just don't know about it.
Oh.
I see. Okay. Here's a here's
Here's when they made the rule, you don't need to follow it.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm enjoying it, please.
Okay, I'm walking in. I'm like, all right. Okay, this is like another untitled one. And they said I'm doing all my short ones because I rarely get a chance to actually do my short ones. All right. I stood on the edge of lying pavement looking for something concrete.
Wow.
And on the edge of this foundation, I realized that what I wanted was relative only to building, and I'm a quicksand man with sandman dreams. Building can't be pertinent to my drifting future memories. It's only for present states and country blocks, crumbling mountains and continental rocks. I live in erosion and Grand Canyon echoes. So my voice has already left, became dead, and then said back to me, resurrected before I stepped foot on lying pavement. Searching for something concrete that wishes to be etched in stone. No, you think I have time to do?
Yeah, sure, man. They're short, so go ahead.
Okay. Let me see this.
Gary broke his own rule.
He was the one that made the rules.
These are really wonderful images here.
Yeah, do what you want, man.
Really.
You're good.
All right. Like I said, I could do one quick one. Like I said, actually, this isn't untitled. I just always called it Hunter's Creed because it's something I always try to look in the mirror and say. But this is just really quick. It's like life is stranger than fiction. Trying to capture the moment without using the wrong diction, so I write encrypted. Solving the puzzles of my world until my mind's evicted. Until the day my frame of mind can no longer hang outside of the right picture. I will paint a story for your ears to see.
Carl Kowalski's in this, fine, underground writer. Next person on the list is Matthew.
Stop.
I think since I have only less than 2 pages left of this story, that I'll be able to finish it. Gonna read it though for the new people though. So far what happened was a scientist from Antarctica and his son traveled to England to find a subject for his experiment, making like the immortal being, which is why the story is called Design Immortality. And so they find like a vagabond drunk pickpocket by the name of Brody Aaron, who they convinced with highly potent alcohol to join their research. And afterwards, after a bunch of testing and whatnot, Morwen, the scientist, transforms him into a symmetrically scarred, immortal being who has no hair. His organs are all replaced. And he finds himself changed, and not for the better. He doesn't see the immortality part of his transformation. And this drives Brody, out of his gourd, so to speak, and he, dashes off into the forest in the winter. And so this is what happens afterwards. After a week of searching, Morwen and Dorian's soldiers, Dorian is the guy who's funding this experiment. Morwen and Dorian's soldiers found Brody, who was fighting a bear. Though the bear was thrashing wildly at Brody, he was unaffected. He made his fist meet the bear's belly, and the brown beast fell. Brody used his new metal teeth to tear off pieces of flesh and began to eat his fill. Morwen attempted to confront the master of nature. "Brody, it's me, Morwen. Are you well?" Morwen said with caution. Brody looked like a beast. He was covered in blood, though not his own. He no longer had his blood anymore. "Look what you did to me, you bloody bastard!" Brody screamed at the top of his lungs. "I'm a freak!" He ran towards him. The soldier shot at him from behind. It was far from effective as the bullets bounced off lazily. Morwen extended his mechanical arms to grasp the attacker's arms. "No, no, no. You are the next step in evolution. You are perfection. If you were a mere mortal, that bear would be eating you instead of the other way around. You're running around half naked fighting bears in the forest during the winter for an entire week and you haven't died of hypothermia?" I don't know why I had that with a question. That was silly. I didn't have a question mark in this paper, so I didn't screw up on purpose. "You, my friend, are indestructible. Never again will you have to worry about the end that is to come of all us mortals," Morwen said, hoping to persuade Brody. He let his robotic talons release their grip on him as he noticed Brody become calm. "You know, you have a point there. I still look horrible," he said, his words drenched in self-pity. "Yes, the scars are a tad unsightly, but the scientists such as myself, they are a masterpiece, and you are the canvas," Morwen said. "But if you still prefer to look normal, I could provide you with some clothing that could hide your scars as well as money to compensate for your troubles. You got any all that wine on you? I need me some of that. Sorry, I needed that. I need me some more of that too." "Of course I do. Here," Morwen said as he handed him a bottle from under his cloak, which Brody grabbed immediately and started drinking as if he was dehydrated. "You know, you're not so bad. I think I can get used to all this weird stuff," he said as he took a leg of the beer and offered it to Morwen, who had declined the not-so-appetizing offer. The two walked back to the building while Morwen radioed to the other soldiers to come back to the facility. The end, for this story at least.
And the next person on the list is Brandon.
Okay, so I wrote this poem probably, I guess, 2 hours ago now. Basically at Burger King, and it's called A Dinner at Burger King. And so it's called my two comrades, my two friends, my two brothers. They mean everything to me. The three of us have been through so much sorrow, joy, feast, famine, rain, sunshine, heaven, and hell. We were inseparable. One flesh bound by heart, soul, and mind until that fateful, dreadful evening. We were plainly adorned with naught but mustard, no ketchup, no pickles, only mustard, as bland as this, as we felt safe, secure, wrapped in a blanket of peace. But this was wrong. The demon began to bite and chew and rip and devour my first friend, my brother. The screams of agony, of fear, dread, and reject fell on dead ears until he was gone in but an instant. My other comrade being next to face the same fate. Finally, it was my turn. But the beast stopped. I was spared in body, but not in mind and soul. No, these I lost when my brothers were torn apart, devoured. Worst of all is the beast's regret, the foul demon who moaned that he was sad, upset, regretful that he would not finish me yet.